With the Equalizer 3 out in theaters now, I thought let's take a look back at all three of the Equalizer movies and let's rank them in my favorite order. Now, everyone's list is going to be different because it's movies. They're all subjective. People are going to like different ones. Let's not be hasty in the comments at each other, but let's talk about these movies. I want to hear your rankings down below. Smash them down there. Smash that like button. Click subscribe. And let's get into this ranking video of the Equalizer movies right now.
They're going to war with me.
Coming in at number 3 is the Equalizer 2. The one that I think is the weakest one in this trilogy is this one. No, I don't think this is like a horrible movie. This is quite enjoyable and I do enjoy it. But I do have some issues with this movie when I compare it to the other two. I just feel like the other two flow a lot better than this one. This one has some pacing issues for me. It feels a lot longer and it takes a lot longer to get into it. And there is just so much going on with the side characters and the actual plot of the story itself that kind of get a bit convoluted towards the middle section. Now, obviously, we know that this one is taking place overseas in Belgium again. Something's happening over there that is causing drama that comes back to haunt our main character. Now, meanwhile, our main character there is also dealing with a young kid who has high talent in art, but is getting caught up in the gang situation. So you can see that you have two things going on. You have this whole agency stuff going on in Belgium that is coming back to him with close friends, and then you have this kid who's getting caught up in there. So it's kind of like, it's sort of like we're going to take the same situation that we had in an instance where there's a young person who is in trouble and we're going to get them saved, but at the same time we're going to throw in this sort of thing. So it kind of gets a bit like messy at times and you're kind of like, okay, and it's just there, the kid's just there for the plot purpose of the final act, to have something there to showcase who this main character is. Now the villains of it, yeah, they're okay. I feel like the final battle, it's the final action sequence itself is kind of very different to the previous two, and I don't know, I feel like it's the most lackluster of the three movies, and it just didn't hit the same as the other two movies. So that's why I have the Equalizer 2 in at number 3.
Got to be who you are in this world, right? No matter what.
Coming in at number 2 is the first Equalizer, which I think is absolutely fantastic. This was like an introduction to something that was like John Wick and Taken, but its own unique sort of movie. And, you know, we have this character who's a mysterious character, but he's very skillful in what he does. And I love the idea of he's just at this, you know, cafe, and this young girl who's being, you know, basically shipped around wherever is in trouble, and now he makes the conscious decision like, I need to save this person. I have the skills, I have the knowledge to be able to save her from this life, from her going down this dark path and getting stuck in here and potentially killing herself at a very young age. So this was a great introduction. I love the slow burn build up as well in this movie. The pacing is a lot better in this movie than number 2, and I just love how, you know, we build this connection between our main characters and just the situation that she's in. And then when the action starts, boy, oh boy, is the action incredible in the first Equalizer. It is top tier. I really enjoyed it. I love the villains in here as well, because I feel like what they did well here is they made the villains so unlikable, where you're kind of like, okay, anything he does from this point on, no matter how violent and how brutal it is, it's justifiable. And I'm on his side. So that's what I love about this movie, is just the uniqueness, the way that they were able to create this world and these characters that are very similar to other action movies that we've seen in other action franchises, but also make it in a unique sort of way. And that's what I think it was done really well. And obviously getting Denzel Washington to come in to play the main lead. He is just smooth and absolutely brilliant in this role. And it's very believable. And that's what I love about the Equalizer franchise, is it's unique in its own way, but it's a different type of character. That's what you love. And I really enjoyed it. And look, I thought they did a fantastic job introducing us into this world of the Equalizer. So for me, coming in at number 2 is the first Equalizer.
9 seconds.
And number 1 is Equalizer 3, the newest one that is out on the big screen for you guys right now. This to me was the perfect ending to the trilogy and the best one yet. What I love about this movie is I love the build up to this movie. I really do. This isn't as action heavy as the previous two, but man, the story, the character arc and development of Denzel Washington's character is absolutely top tier. It is incredible. They do such a good job at introducing you into this new environment in Italy and how this place itself, the town itself, the little town, has its own character as well. And you get invested in it. And once you're invested in that, you're like, okay, now the villains come through. Whatever these villains are doing is not good. And you are just straight away on board. Yep, Denzel, do your thing. Go through and whitewash all these people. I don't care how violent you are. I don't care how brutal it is. You go through and you absolutely do what you need to do. That's what I really love. And just the story, the character development. I must say, the character development here of him choosing whether he's a good man or a bad man. What is it? Do I turn a blind eye and just walk away? But this place itself is, showing me that peace does exist. I can live here at peace. And I'm not going to allow them to take that away. So he gets involved. Brilliant. And when the action starts, the action in the final act is absolutely superb. It is brilliant. It is stealthy. It is violent. It is bloody. It is gory. And it is satisfying. That's when you know you've done such a good job, when you have a satisfying conclusion to the story of the movie itself, but then you tie in the whole story of all three of them. You tie the bow on it. You tie it all back to those ones. And then it's just like, I'm so satisfied. Honestly, they don't need to make another Equalizer. I am so satisfied. I think this is the perfect ending for the character. The cinematography of this movie is absolutely outstanding. The score is brilliant. And this is just, for me, the best movie by far in this trilogy. I really enjoyed this movie a lot, and I cannot wait to see it again. So for me, The Equalizer 3 comes in at number 1. So there you have it. That is my ranking of all three of the Equalizer movies. Let me know in the comment section below, do you agree with my ranking? Or maybe you have a different ranking. Let me know down in the comment section below where you rank all three Equalizer movies. I'm very intrigued because, look, I don't think any of them are bad movies. It's sort of like the John Wick franchise, where you're kind of like, they're all good. How do you pick a favorite? So coming in at number 3 is not bad, because I still rate Equalizer 2. It's a good movie. But I just think the other two are better. Like, it's just one of those things. It's like, really, you can't go wrong with any ranking. So let me know down below. Smash that like button, click subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, stay safe and take care. Peace out.